What's up, everybody? Chris Rodriguez here with Grow Pro and Maya. I had an amazing time in Miami last week, and I wanted to share some of my biggest takeaways from this 3-day intensive that I was at. Now, I've spoken about this on a podcast, on my Elevate podcast, which are the 3 biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make. I've seen this in the martial arts industry, I've seen it in the coaching industry, I've seen it in the agency industry. And those 3 mistakes that I see over and over again are not hiring a mentor. The next mistake is not reinvesting into your marketing. So taking your profits and reinvesting it back into your marketing. And then finally, not hiring fast enough. And this last one, this not hiring fast enough, is what I wanted to touch on today. Whether there are things in our business that we love to do, that we like to do, that we will do, and that we will procrastinate doing. And if you wrote out everything that you do in your business, it's going to fall into one of those categories. I think the scariest category are the things that we're good at doing, but we don't enjoy doing. And we can get stuck there very often. So the way that I want you to look at this is, if there's something that you are procrastinating at, if there is something that you are constantly pushing off, it's a really good sign that it's something you should hire out. So one of my favorite quotes is, hire out what you procrastinate. We want to spend the majority of our time in that zone of genius, doing things that we love to do and that we're really good at doing. If we could spend the majority of our time there, we would be able to launch our companies forward. There's this book by Steven Pressfield. He's an amazing writer. And it's a really quick read. It's pretty thin. It's called The War of Art, not to be confused by The Art of War. And he talks all about resistance and how when we feel any form of resistance in our life, like we don't want to do something, that's usually a great sign that it's something you need to attack head on. And I want to read a quote from his book. And he says, "Are you paralyzed with fear? That's a good sign. Fear is good. Like self-doubt, fear is an indicator. Fear tells us what we have to do. Remember one rule of thumb: the more scared we are of a work or calling, the more sure we can be that we have to do it." Now, I think it's important to say that that doesn't mean that you yourself have to do it, but it needs to be done, or it needs to be delegated out. So I'd love to know one thing in your business that you procrastinate on, or that you have resistance on in your academy. Let me know below. Guys, lean in. And when you're feeling resistance, it's a great sign of something that you should actually attack head on. Chris Rodriguez signing off. See you on the next one. Peace.